I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Joanne. Joanne.
And?
Tim.
And where are you from?
Australia, Sydney, Australia.
And first time here?
Yes.
And how has been the experience so far?
It's a bit overwhelming at first, really. It takes a few days to take it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've been here Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe 4 days.
Yeah.
And I'm still walking around going, I can't believe I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And for you?
It's been fantastic. It's just it's very different from where we're from. So it's beautiful to be in somewhere that is so beautiful and with people who are of the same faith and seeking the same things. Yeah.
I see, I saw this morning that I was talking with somebody outside in Germany, because we live the faith so deeply here that you can't imagine that somewhere else it's not like that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that to me outside what you said, it's like more a secular world.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the mission, that you bring that, what you saw, to
Yeah.
your place, to your church.
Yeah, to carry that peace. I think it's completely different to anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
In that there's just peace in everyone's heart, and it just it feels different. Yeah,
It's a different feeling.
It's a feeling. It's a feeling. Yeah.
When I came back from Malta, I felt the same. Still, like after 2 years, I felt like, wow, something different when I came back.
Yeah, that's right.
And what do you take home now from here?
I'd love to bring that feeling back and carry that feeling of peace and forgiveness and just not the worries and maybe not the judgment against other people, just to have more love and peace in your heart, I think. Yeah.
For you?
To be able to open your heart, I think that's the thing that I've learned anyway, is to be able to open your heart and keep your heart open. And so when you see people and when you and particularly with the difficulties in the world that we have, still be able to keep that open heart and be able to live the faith as much as you can, with all those things against you. So
Because it's tougher outside, I think, than
Yes.
here, because
Oh,
here
yes.
you're kind of in a bubble, you feel
You
that
are.
as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
Kind of this divine bubble where you enter and you go, wow, what's that?
Yes. And I think going back home, people will judge you as if you're into your faith really strongly. I think people think that you're don't know what-
Radical.
That's the word. Yeah. That
And it's
she's
the contrary.
and that you're different and there's something quite wrong with you. Yeah.
And that you see it here, the Catholics. There was a Protestant friend here, and she said she was so welcomed here by all the people. And it's just, we are the people who are inclusive, the Catholic people, living from the heart, kind. What we don't tolerate is sin, which means against love, against truth. Sin sounds like Middle Ages, but what does it mean that we want to be in the truth and in love, no?
Yep.
That's what we maybe have to explain people again.
Yes, that's right.
And you said you have a journey from, you said the Church of England? Or is that the Church of Australia? Or something?
so Anglican Church.
Anglican
Yes.
Church.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah?
yes.
I mean, it's
few
already
years ago.
very close, no?
It is, and I guess my experience was in cathedral,
Yeah.
so it was the high church anyway.
Yeah.
So going to becoming a Catholic wasn't a
That big step,
big
no?
step. Although and even now I'm only really starting to appreciate the role of the Blessed Mother, and will really understand that and understand how important that is, and how much a role it plays, and can play for me as well, which is so.
Is in the Anglican Church the role of Our Lady is not so big? Or?
No,
All the saints.
no, it's not so. There's not really an influence there. She's certainly important, but not recognised, but probably not as important.
As in
As in the Catholic, and that's.
How is it for you now? You said you saw it's. You want to know it more, and you feel closer to her now. Why?
I guess I can see the how important the influence of family and motherhood over over not just me, but the world, and how somebody who how a mother really looks after and protects and feels love for everyone around in the family, and how important that is, for she, she really protects Jesus. That's probably really
also,
not the right word,
was
but
a child.
yes, protects him and looks after him, and even though and she sees such horrible things happen to him, she still has that love, and I think that's
to all of us,
to all of us, exactly, and to be able to have that is, I think, is incredible. Have that as something to look to and really try and live by yourself. That's
I see that more. It's mind blowing, that love of God for us, that patience for us, that mercy.
Yes.
More and more when I look at my man.
Yeah.
Mind blowing. Always patient. Come again. Try again.
That's right.
Yes.
And again, we're for us to be able to live like that, I think is, it'd be fantastic if we could. And fantastic if the world could.
Yeah.
The world would be in a much better place if that was the case.
Maybe that's a prototype here, because you saw you have community, you can talk about your faith.
Yeah.
People help each other.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everyone's looking out for everyone else. It's not about me. Father
It's
Leon,
peaceful, peaceful, no aggressivity here. You felt that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no difference between cultures or just everyone's the same people. Yeah. Looking for answers, I think, and a way of life. Yeah.
And did you practice before, like your faith, that you were like praying the Rosary, go to church, the confessions, or is that now you're more inspired to do that now? What is the effect of that?
Well, I started, I suppose, I don't know, when I started praying the Rosary. I
started already? Yeah?
Oh yeah, a few years ago. I had breast cancer, and I'm not sure if I started then. And I think that's when I started. But I've always gone to Mass every week and born into a Catholic family and gone to a Catholic school, which helps because then it feels normal growing up. But it was just something I've always held on to. And then through sickness and things like that, you just get that strength to be able to cope, strength that people see in you, that, and I think that's faith, that people are seeing, that they say that you're strong, but it's just that faith, I think, that they're seeing. Yeah.
Smiling.
That's right, yeah.
You felt answers were given to you through the Rosary prayer? Or what effect has it on you?
One time I've been caring for my parents, elderly parents, and it's been a bit overwhelming the last year or so. And I always pray the Rosary on the way home in the car, and then I always thought I was praying the Rosary for Mary, but then one time when I was driving home, I felt that I got such peace from it that I realised the Rosary was for me. Yeah, saying the Rosary was for me, to help me. Yeah.
For you, the Rosary, is that still... you're getting closer now?
Yeah, sorry. Look, I guess I haven't... I haven't been...
diving too much into it?
No.
You're all work in process, man.
That's right.
Nobody's perfect. It's not about pressure. You have to nobody. You know it in the Bible. Only God is perfect.
Yeah.
And for you now, confession, all that stuff, you came into the church.
Yeah, look, confession was always really difficult, and I didn't like to do it because it was so foreign and it was so challenging. Awkward. And that's right. And nervous. You get nervous about what do you say, and do I say the right things, and am I doing it right, and all of that. So, but it is the case of the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and actually it becomes. I said to Joe, when I was here. It was a conversation.
Exactly.
It was between Father and I, and we talked, and you know, and yeah, and so
Beautiful,
that
actually, no?
yeah, fabulous. It was really nice.
And you feel also
Feel
relieved,
great.
much in peace?
Yes, yeah, very much so. You
I
know.
just went and said, man, it's so good to hear that your sins are forgiven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, there's definitely nothing to be frightened of. I mean, I still feel quite anxious before I go into confessions, but once I get in there, you just relax, and the priests are never judgmental, and you expect them to say something, but you
Not
know,
at all, no?
yeah, they just, you know, fill you with peace and really and forgiveness. Yeah, and there's definitely a grace there. Yeah.
And how is, like, you said, the faith helped you through the breast cancer? How can people have that faith? How did you get that faith? What would you give them as an advice if they want to have that personal relationship?
You've got to go to Mass, and you've got to have the Eucharist, and that gives you grace and strength. And also, I think you've got to spend that time studying your faith. You know, there's beautiful books out there. You know, Pope John Paul, he's written some beautiful things, and I think if you can educate yourself in your faith, then I think that gives you a lot of strength. And just, you know, I discovered YouTube during COVID, and then that's how I found out about Medjugorje and Tom in Medjugorje.
That's funny. Who's that guy?
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, and because I was sick, I had the time to lay in bed and to read and just spend all my time learning about the faith. And I've been brought up a Catholic all through primary school, high school, and there's just so much I don't know. And, yeah, so I think that's just as important to spend that time learning about faith.
Did it come more alive now in that journey? That's a more living relationship that you see. It's more like a friendship. You say, "Hey, Jesus, good morning." That's on the program today, stuff like that. Or?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, to make it a part of daily life. Yeah, that God's on that journey with you rather than being a long way away. Yeah. So,
Or being something that you only do once a week, you know, with going to Mass.
yeah.
Yeah, trying to have that relationship much more, you know, on a daily basis.
That's the effect of
Yeah.
Medjugorje. There was a lady said, man, she looked at people like they go daily Mass. It was like cultural Catholic. Oh man, what's that about Medjugorje? When the lady started to talk, she said, like yesterday, and I, oh man, stop it please, thank you so much. Interesting your stuff, keep it for yourself. And you know, she came here, now she goes to daily Mass as well.
Right.
Funny, no? And you're all kind of, thank you for your enthusiasm, We're happy with what we got, no?
Yeah, that's right.
God has a lot of humor, no?
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
right.
That's
He
it.
invented the good humor.
Yes.
Thomas More.
Thomas
you know?
More.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
And for you, the Eucharist now, it's the center of our faith.
Yeah. Look, I guess it's again, it's just about that living. It's you know, having that inside you, and so you can live it all the time.
That's what the lady said today. The Protestants, for example, they have the Sunday thing,
Yeah.
the concert. We can go every day to receive Christ all around the world.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's like, who has the most personal, because they talk about the most personal relationship, then you consume Christ. It's the most personal relationship.
And I think if for me as well, if you believe that is Jesus, then that's really powerful.
Yeah.
That's incredibly,
It's
you know.
again mind-blowing. No?
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, you also feel like you said, it's a journey. You dive more and more into it.
Yeah.
But basically more opening up your heart as well. Try that out if you open up. Did you make the experience when you surrender? When you live, I surrender my day to you, that's more easy.
Yeah.
And I try to live in the divine will, and thy will be done in my life.
Yes.
You made that experience as well?
Yeah, that's a challenge for most humans, is to be able to pass over that, thy will be done. Yeah, whether, you know, it's, you know, sickness or whatever the challenges in life, you know, we always want to stay in control, and that's how the world really raises us, is to be in control and make your own way in life. Yeah, but you know, I think you can let go of your anxiety and your fears if you can hand it over to God. Yeah, and I don't think that comes easy. It's a daily challenge.
It's a daily challenge.
Yeah.
2.5 years here, I'm learning it more deeper.
Yeah.
Deeper.
Yeah.
You're more joyful, more peaceful.
I think so. That's the aim. Yeah, to get there, isn't it?
Was it in the journey of your sickness that you got to that point that I surrender?
Well, I've got lots of other ongoing illnesses. So it's an everyday challenge. Yeah.
But you have a big community there. We'll all pray for you now. You can be sure that.
Thank you.
There's already the prayer army behind you.
That's great.
All this challenge, and that's a nice thing. We are not alone. Did you experience that here? That many people you can talk to, they have same stories, exchange.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So many stories, and so many different stories, so many different pathways. You know, sometimes it's sickness, sometimes it's other things. And I find it it's interesting too that so many people get the calling to come here, and they don't know why. You know, they have no money, and suddenly the lady in our tour group is actually from Hawaii, and you know, she kept looking at the flights, and the flights are $1,500 US, $1,500, you know, and then she said, "Oh no, I'm going to book it on this day because that's when, you know, my pay comes in and all of that." Suddenly it's $500 US, you know, and you go, well, you know, it's like, you know, but everyone seems to have that calling to come here, you know, so they know they want to come. You know, it's implanted in their head, and then you know, something happens.
Yeah, because I was watching you on YouTube, and we always said, "Gee, I hope he doesn't interview us. We're not really articulate."
Let's not spare you.
That's right. We haven't really got a story.
You got a lovely story.
Oh, do we?
Because just a common story, and that's the most profound.
Right.
Regular, common people like you and me. Because we look like, my God, you look at the people and say, my God, if I look at my life and I look at the saintly people, no, it's like,
Yes, that's true.
And we are all on the same journey. We start and we dive more into and get inspired. It's always the same, no? It's like, and it's nice. It's lovely. And what is for you? What would you say? Like a lot of people look for their vocation here to find a partner to marry. What would you tell? How is it good to choose the partner?
Oh, I think you have to pray, definitely, and then God will help you meet that person that you're meant to marry. Yeah, I think that was the case. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I was definitely. I was definitely praying to meet the right person. And
you were praying.
Yeah, definitely, and then I met Tim. Yeah, and we've just been married, just gone 25 years.
25 years, wow.
And it's just been so easy and so lovely, and always pray for our marriage, but it's just been a gift from God, I think, definitely. Yeah, it's probably the best thing.
And you said something nice, to pray continues for the marriage as well.
Oh, that's important, so that you continue to, because, you know, different things happen in life, challenges, and I think so that you stay on the same page and can continue to communicate and just enjoy your friendship. Yeah.
So what is for you the secret of marriage?
I don't think there's a secret. I think it's like anything. It takes work. You know, sometimes it's hard, but you have to communicate. And you have to, like Joe said, you have to, pray for it. You have to, it doesn't just happen. You have to actually put some work into,
But it seems you are good friends, no? Because you said it's a friendship.
It is, and I think you just have to be really kind and loving to each other, and and then it's just easy. Yeah, if you're kind and loving with everybody, I suppose,
Yes.
then,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
relationships are easy. Yeah, and it's the same with being married. If you're kind to each other
And
and
understanding.
yeah, and care for that person. Yeah,
So
then,
beautiful what you say.
then
And
marriage
you
is
have a
easy.
favorite spot in Medjugorje?
Where
So
have we
far?
been? We've been up to Apparition Hill.
You like that? How was that for you to go up there?
Yeah, that's yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time up there. Yeah, so I want to go back.
Yeah. We'll have to, you will see.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't done
Don't tell
too
about
much
that.
yet.
So
Yeah,
step by
so
step.
yeah, we've done St James Church.
Have you been to Adoration yet?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end, what would you tell people why come to Medjugorje?
Well, we're lucky enough to stay with Miriana,
Yeah. The visionary? Did
the
you see
visionary.
her?
Yes, she serves us lunch. And she touches my shoulder every day at lunch and says, "Here's your gluten-free food."
I love you, visionary.
So she gets to.
Yeah.
She's just very humble, yeah, and very down to earth. Yeah. But why come to Medjugorje? I've been to Lourdes when I was very young. And we ended up we're at St Bernadette's Parish in Castle Hill.
Oh, wow.
And the kids have been through St Bernadette's primary school.
Wow.
So I think that's, quite
Now
distinct.
graduation in Medjugorje?
Yeah, that's
that's
right. Yeah. So I think it's really lovely to do a pilgrimage with a group. We're here with 28 other Aussies. And so we have Father Ronnie from the Central Coast. And so we get to pray together and have,
Community.
community. It's just lovely to get to know people, and they're also lovely. Yeah, and live their faith, and all got different stories. So I think it's nice to come as a pilgrimage because you feel not alone. Yeah. We were thinking about doing it by ourselves, but then we thought, we might miss out on things. So, you can still come alone. You still feel part of the community, but coming from Australia is a long way. Yeah.
Around the world.
Yeah.
And for you, what would you say? You have a favorite spot here yet, or you discovered? What would you say why to come?
No. Look, I don't think there's any one spot that's. I think it's the whole place that is, beautiful, and you're able to feel connected everywhere you are, and that's. I think that's the reason to come. It's not just in the church. I think that for me is probably one of the things that it's not just inside the church.
Exactly.
It's everywhere. It's outside. It's on the
sky,
streets.
in the
sky.
Yeah.
Everywhere you are. It feels
Alive.
Alive. Yeah, it's great.
And that's why people should come.
Yeah, absolutely. And to have that sense of community, with people you don't know, and may never know. That's great. I think that's
Exciting.
You've got to challenge your faith at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to challenge yourself and make sure that you're on the right path. And maybe there's times in your life you need to sort of have more peace. And for some people coming for answers. So, but I think everyone gets a call and there's an opportunity. Yeah.
You felt that as well, that you were called here somehow?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I don't know why. Keep worrying about that. What's going to happen in the future? But but I suppose that's also the challenge of giving it over to God. You think, gosh,
we walk by faith, not by sight.
yeah, that's right. And you think, why have we been led here? And then, part of you goes, oh, maybe something terrible is going to happen in the future, and I'm being given this strength to come. But it's not up to me to decide why we're here. Yeah, I think.
Our Lady never talks about doom and gloom here. The message is on.
No.
It's a beautiful time coming, the time of the Holy Spirit.
Yes. And we've brought our daughter, and I think that's important for her faith as well. And so you think, well, we're giving a gift to her, and that's the biggest gift you can give your children in life is faith. Money, education, you know, you've got to leave them with faith. It's the only way, because you've got to give them the opportunity to get to heaven. And if people aren't teaching their children about faith, then it's probably the worst thing that you can do as a parent is not give them that gift that they've always got God to talk to in good times and bad. Because if you've got terrible times that happen in your life, then they have to have that strength to get through it, and the only way you can have strength is through faith. Yeah. So that's part of the reason why we brought our daughter, and our son back at home has really strong faith, and he'll come. He's 19, so he'll come in his own time. So I just think that that's also a reason why we came, to bring our daughter and give her that faith. And it was actually her religion teacher. I always wanted to come to Medjugorje for a few years, but it was her religion teacher at St. Benedict's, St. Bernadette's,
Mount St. Benedict's,
who talked about Medjugorje, and then she came home from school and said, "Gee, I'd like to go there one day, Mum." And I thought, note to self, we'll just let it all happen. And then she didn't get chosen for the Japanese trip at school. And I thought, ding, it's happening.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Up there.
That's right. And then, as people say, it all just sort of falls into place. It happened in the school holidays, and we had the money to come, and then the opportunity, so it all works out.
So you make the experience, you delight in the Lord, and the heartfelt wishes are granted.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Exactly right. What can I say? Thank you for that beautiful interview.
That's all right.
Thank you.